Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Real Positive Girl podcast. Happy Friday to you all. You know what? I love Fridays, and it's not because I am constantly working for the weekend or anything like that. I just like Fridays because I look forward to having some downtime on the weekends, and even if I don't have downtime, even if we are go, 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 I do enjoy spending time with my family. I actually enjoy running errands on the weekend because I feel like there's not such a scrunch for time to get everything done. You know, I enjoy the days where I can sleep in a little bit and then wake up and make breakfast for everyone. I like the weekends. And usually at work, it's a little bit slower on Fridays. So happy Friday to you all. I hope that is all the same things for you in your life, maybe even better, triply, doubly better. That'd be awesome. Today, I want to talk about how it is important to find time to refresh and renew over the weekend. So, as I just went into, a lot of people will spend their weekends, getting things done, running countless errands, taking your kids from here to there, maybe like sports programs. My daughter does theater on the weekends, usually just on Saturdays and not on Sundays. It's a special case when we do it on Sundays, and it usually only happens like a couple times in that series for that show. And then other people, maybe you have a second job and you only work that on the weekends, or maybe you're doing your side hustle, your hobbies on the weekends, like I do. Like when that's like generally when I record the bulk of the podcasts for the week, and we do them over the weekend because I have that pocket of time where I'm not in like during like a weeknight trying to like split up my time to make dinner, to actually get like one chore done, spend time with my family, and then have time to actually get ready for bed and go to bed on time. At least on the weekend, I can sit for 2 hours in the bedroom and get things recorded and get things done. So, but among all that, we're all busy. We're all trying to like just live and thrive and, just have everything going. But I want to encourage you to take some time to refresh and renew over the weekend. And it doesn't mean that you have to be a complete couch potato. I'm not saying that you have to go ahead and sleep in both days or sit on the couch and do the whole Netflix and chill kind of situation. But I think it's important to integrate those things in, if you are able to sleep in on one of the days, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, or maybe you're not a sleep-in kind of person, or you don't have that opportunity, you have to get up early. Both days, it happens to me a lot. That happens to me when I have to take my daughter somewhere. And then on Sundays, a lot of times I will have to sing at church, which I totally, absolutely love. But I'll have to wake up super early for that so I can have time to get ready. And so I get that, but maybe you'll have an opportunity later in the day to come home and take a nap, or go for a walk, or read a book, or, binge watch one of your shows. It's just incredibly important to refresh and renew over the weekend, because if you run yourself ragged through the whole week, Monday through Friday, and then you get to the weekend and you continue to live in that behavior, then where are you getting your break? How are you feeling refreshed and renewed to tackle the new projects that the next week is going to be bringing? So I just want to encourage you, refresh and renew. Don't overextend yourself over the weekend for the sake of being the most productive person. Believe me, I understand. I live this life so so regularly that when I did start, I don't know, probably within the last like 6 months to a year, sleeping in, like not setting an alarm, like if my daughter wasn't doing activities, like she's in like her activities come in seasons. And so if she was in a season where a lot of activities weren't happening, or she wasn't scheduled for anything, we would all sleep in. And some days, it was very rare, because since I wake up at 5:30 every morning during the weekday, usually sleeping in for me is like sleeping until 9, which I know that's still a big span. I know some people are like, no, I still have to get up at like 7, and I normally get up at 4, and you know what I mean. But it's so nice to just sleep in at 9, wake up, make breakfast, take my time, be able to clean up the kitchen a little bit, make breakfast, and just sit on the couch and eat it while we like watch a show. Or maybe everyone will just retreat and do their own thing afterwards. I can go ahead and go to Target for the 20th time that week and get things that I probably don't necessarily need. We all got struggles. And I need to work on that. But, you just have the time. You have the time to do the things that you want to do. You want to be able to just refresh, be able to sit back, take a break, not feel like you're rushing. But it's not important. It is not like a goal that you should set to be the most productive person in the entire world. You should definitely want to be the person that's the most balanced. Having balance in your life is one of the most important things, because once you come to a part in your life and you're not balanced, you will definitely feel that. You'll feel yourself like teeter-totter or seesaw, or however you want to think about it, where you're leaning too much to the working part or too much to the relaxed part. Because even for me, I feel like there has been a season in my life where there's been more calm, like more relaxing. Maybe I would extend it into a little bit of laziness that has happened in my life, where it really I should have been like out there, like getting stuff done, making progress towards my goals, and still been able to sprinkle in some relaxing time. So I just want to encourage you to like find the balance between, like, even if you do have a second job on the weekends and you're like, girl, I have to work all the days. Okay, well, during some point in time that you were going to go and hang out with friends and you don't even want to really be there, maybe you just decide to tell them and be like, hey, I need some time to rest. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to take a bubble bath. I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to read a book. I'm going to catch up on a show. You're going to call your friends. You're going to play a video game. You're going to do whatever you need to do to relax and refresh. So I just want to encourage you that being the hardest working person is not the goal. Also, you don't want to push it too far to one side that you don't do any work at all. You don't want to be like a couch potato, like I said at the beginning. You definitely want to make sure that you are making a short list of things that you do want to accomplish that will gain you more time during the week, or set yourself up for success, especially on Sunday night. I know it's very typical for a lot of people on a Sunday night to do their meal prep, and they'll make sure they get all the laundry done and put together, or you'll set out everything that you need. For me, I like to, this is going to sound like I'm an old lady, I like to pre-pack my vitamins in this little container where it has 7 days, and I like to put them all in there because I just pop them in my lunch bag and I take my vitamins at work after I eat breakfast, that kind of thing. Maybe you want to get a bunch of chores done so you don't have as much cleanup to do during the week. So again, I feel like I should have titled this episode finding balance between your weekend chores and your relaxation. But I feel like people these days are more pushing towards hustling, getting things done, doing as much as you can do all the time, when it's absolutely important to remember that you need to take some time for yourself, because if you don't refuel yourself, then you won't be able to get the things that you want done. You won't be able to accomplish them at the highest level that you possibly could, right? And especially if you have children or anyone that looks up to you, if you're a mentor or a role model for anyone, you want to model the behavior that taking time to relax and not constantly working all the time is one of the best things you can do for yourself. And I know this from personal experience. It's one of the hardest things for entrepreneurs to do, because you are your whole business. Even if you have people working for you, you still feel like you are the whole thing. You feel like you need to put your all, your heart, your soul into the business. You need to be working all the time. I see this from a personal level, and I totally get it. But if you run out of steam from overworking yourself, then you're putting your whole job, career, company, business, whatever you want to classify it as, you're putting it at risk, because you're not able to refresh and come up with new creative ideas and be able to problem solve things as quickly and easily, because you're not refreshed and renewed. So I'm pretty sure that I said refreshed and renewed, 50 times in this whole thing, but I hope that you got it. I hope that you understand what I mean is that you need to find the balance between having some rest and then getting some extra crap done, And if you can find a way to do both of those things at the same time, so if you are sitting on the couch watching something on TV while answering emails or ordering your groceries or whatever it needs to be, man, that's the life you need to live. So I'm going to end it here. Thanks again for tuning into the Real Positive Girl podcast. I hope you guys really enjoyed. I hope this has really helped you, and I will see you next week. Have a good one.